Hello there, Cancer, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I am so grateful that you're here. Today, I am doing a special reading that will be for the energies of our next new moon, which is on Monday, September 6th. And this will be in our new moon in Virgo. It is going to bring up a lot of feelings about wanting to push ourselves in new directions. It gives us that energy to look at areas in our life where we may be playing it a little too safe. So you may have these feelings of wanting to break out a little bit, be a little bit more adventurous or playful in either maybe your career, relationships, or even in your love life. So we'll see what is coming up in the cards and then what advice Spirit has for you as this new moon approaches. And Cancer, you were one of my top views last week, so I did put up a bonus reading for you this last weekend. So you may want to check that out too. I'll put a link to that at the end of this video. And if you are resonating with this message or enjoying the content I create, I really would appreciate it if you would consider sharing, or subscribing. I always appreciate your support. So let's go ahead and get into this reading. So we're going to be taking a look at areas where you may want to kind of step out a little bit. Let's see what you have, Cancer. A change in the wind. Okay, I'm not surprised with this new moon energy. Remember, we just had the full moon in Aquarius, which kind of brings up this, these feelings of wanting to make change in our life, to improve our life. And it doesn't mean that your life is bad. It's like, yeah, you may feel a little bit stagnant lately, or just kind of like, I'm ready for something new. So I'm not surprised that that energy is coming up. Let's see what else we have. Orphaned. So there may be an area of your life that you are feeling a little disappointed in, perhaps a little orphaned, kind of feeling like a little left behind. So you could have, family or friends that kind of have moved on in new directions, and maybe you feel like you've kind of been left behind, or perhaps you're just feeling, I'm not making enough progress. I want to change it up. I get this sense that, hey, I want to change my life up a little bit. A never-ending story. You could see repeating patterns. You're kind of like, hey, why am I in this energy again? You could see this pattern within relationships, or perhaps in situations that you're bringing into your life, even if you don't recognize it. So you could be continuing to choose jobs that kind of like are dead ending, or something like that, or relationships that progress to a certain point and then end. So we'll take a look at that with the tarot, and look at this. I love this energy. So you are getting some type of little gift, a little push, a little nudge from the universe about stepping out in a new way. And it really could be, we're going to look at the tarot, but it could have something to do with relationships, or perhaps even in your career. Like you're kind of like, I keep talking about making a change in my career, about following my heart, about going in a new direction, but I never make the change. And it's kind of like, you may get that opportunity, a special job offer or a special project that comes across your path, and it's about taking the leap of faith. It's about saying, okay, it is time. I have talked about this long enough. I'm ready for a change. So we're going to take a look at your present energy, any obstacles or areas of resistance, advice from Spirit, and finally the outcome if you take the advice. Now, once again, Cancer, you can always choose to, you have free will. You can go in any direction you want to. You do not have to take the advice. Okay, this star card popped out as I was shuffling, and I'm actually going to take it as a special card. The star card is about you shining, about you stepping into your true authentic self. And I feel like when you do this, that, you're going to be opening yourself up. When you listen to your heart and you go in the direction that your heart is calling you to go in, it's kind of like you get this deep sense of healing, but you're also going to be able to shine your light in a new way. And okay, Five of Cups, and it did fall in the reverse. So this is a nice energy. You know, this means that things are going to be changing. If you have this orphan energy in some area of your life, and this could be in any area, if you feel kind of left behind or like things are just not going your way, it's kind of like all of a sudden this energy is shifting. Remember, you have this a change in the wind, and I feel like with this new moon, you may be getting the confidence boost, the energy. You know, sometimes we just need a boost of energy to get us out of a rut. The motivation, you're going to have something come across your path or just a shift in your energies that all of a sudden you're like, okay, I am moving out of this Five of Cups energy. I am going to move out of this orphan energy. I have, you know, it's like you're either digging deeper or you're just getting this burst of energy. I just feel like you wake up one day and it's like, you know what? I have it. I've got what it takes to make this happen. And it's like you just kind of like go in a new direction, this change of the wind, you know? It's I'm getting that feeling of, you know, the Wizard of Oz. The tornado comes in and takes you off, you know, to a new colorful land. It's almost like it happens overnight. Yeah. So the resistance that or the obstacle that you've had is that you haven't been able to move beyond to something new. For, you know, this orphan energy may have taken kind of over your energy, your motivation, almost like your life. Like you've just kind of have been stuck in this energy for some time, and you just haven't been able to move on. Whether this is a job that didn't work out, a career path that didn't work out, you know, a friend relationship or a romantic relationship, something didn't work out the way that you wanted it to. And it's kind of like you all of a sudden get this energy to move out of, you know, feeling sad about it, about like getting your mojo back and getting ready for whatever new is coming on your path. This is lovely. So this is your advice from Spirit. It's about stepping into your energy of being who you truly are. The Nine of Pentacles is an energy of independence, of building a life that you want, based on listening to your heart and going within and just, you know, working on you, not worrying so much about all of the external, about what other people think, about what other people are saying about you or your life. It's this energy of, yeah, you know, just kind of like enjoying nature, enjoying yourself, enjoying your life. And I feel like, you know, you really and truly are going to get this burst of, you know, you may have even thought that you wanted to go on another path. Like when you were in this orphaned energy, you may have like had this direction in mind. And I'm kind of getting this vision of, you know, two paths. Like you had this direction in mind, and it's like all of a sudden the wind changes and you're like, no, wait a minute. This isn't the path for me. It's kind of like you may have already had that shift. But I feel like for some of you, you're actually going to shift your energy into a new direction. Really interesting. Yeah, I think for some of you, it's almost like I'm getting this sense, you know, you have this weather vane and it's kind of like the wind is blowing one way and you feel like you've been going in one way, and all of a sudden the energy shifts you into a totally different direction, a good direction. This is something from the universe, like the universe decides you need to go in a different direction, and it's like, okay, I'm ready. I'll do it. Yeah, Ten of Swords and the Hermit. The Hermit I had seen before too. So it's about going within and understanding that there are some blessings to a difficult ending. Like you've had some difficult ending in the past, but it's like really stepping into the energy of no longer feeling orphaned because of this ending. It's stepping into this energy of like, you know, I've done the grieving, and we all do. We need to take time to grieve and be really compassionate with ourselves and love ourselves when we go through a difficult ending. But it's kind of like, you know what? I'm over it. It's like you wake up one day and you're like, you know what? I'm really over it. And it's like, okay, I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to really love myself and my life and really put my time and energy into that. Wonderful energy. Really nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify these. This is a wonderful new moon. And for you, the new moons, I mean, they always mean this. It means that we have to kind of go deep within. The new moon is dark. It makes it dark outside because there is no light, being reflected off of the moon with the new moon. So during this time you may feel like you're spending more time wanting to be alone, or just thinking on your own, meditating. You may have more lucid dreams or something like that, and through that you get like this burst of inspiration. It's kind of like, yeah, I've waited for a long time for this shift, and it's like you get this burst of inspiration about, yeah, I'm ready for the next chapter. And it's a really lovely, new moons, the energy of the new moon, whatever you start in a new moon energy usually comes to fruition and the 6 months later. So it's like, I feel like for a lot of you, you're going to start a new relationship around this new moon, or a new job, or a new career, or a new project. Like, you're going to get this inspiration to start something new. And it's kind of like, yeah, you have the strength and the courage to do it. Under that, we do have the Lovers. So it could be, you're going to have a romantic connection coming in quickly, or a business partner, but definitely something about making a choice, a true choice from your heart. The Lovers card is also choosing what is best for you and going within and listening to your heart, not listening to any external, sources, people that are around you that may be, a lot of times when we're in this energy for a long time, the people that love us, that are around us, may start giving us a lot of free advice because they just want you to get out of this energy. They're kind of like, yeah, you're in this sad energy, and it's kind of like all of a sudden you've finished the grieving process and you start to see the blessings in something that ended. You realize, I was on the wrong path. That person, that job, that career was not meant for me. And you get this total shift. It's kind of like, okay, I see the light now. And I can go in this new direction, knowing that the path that I was on just wasn't meant for me. There are wonderful things out there for me. I was just not going in the right direction. I needed this shift. Okay, so with the 5 of Cups, we have the 4 of Pentacles. Oh my goodness, Lovers on the bottom again. So I think for a lot of you, this is about a relationship. But with this 5 of Cups in the reverse, that means that you're coming out of this orphan energy. You really are. You're stepping into the 9 of Pentacles is showing up again. It's helping you to bring more balance, to balance out your life, balance out your emotions, maybe balance out even your finances. For a lot of you, you may have felt financially abandoned a little bit by the universe. The money, you may have had, difficulties with money, but it's a big shift. And even with this 4 of Pentacles, it's like holding on, you were trying to hold on to something, perhaps a career, perhaps, a job or something like that, or even a relationship that helped to bring you financial stability, and then was, taken away in some way, or that person left your life for one reason or another. But you really are choosing. Once again, I get the, underneath that, look at what we have, the 6 of Cups. Somebody returning from the past that did break your heart. Okay, now, it doesn't mean that you're reconciling with this person. In fact, I really don't think you are. I think you're, we'll go ahead and clarify this, but I think this person may even reach out. They may even, look at this, we have the Judgment card with the Devil card. So I think they may even kind of reach out a little bit, but it's like when they come in, you recognize how toxic this person was, this situation was. And it's like with that conversation, you almost get this instant shift in your energy, and you're like, no, wait a minute, I want to go in this direction. It's like this conversation, or you may even hear some information about this person, and all of a sudden you realize, yeah, that's not the direction I really wanted to go in. That's not the type of person I wanted to be with. That's not the type of job I really wanted. And all of a sudden, it's like you get this epiphany that, yes, the universe did take that person, that job, that career away from me, that situation away from me, because the universe understood it wasn't the best thing for me. And now they're giving you a leg up. They're giving you an opportunity. Some type of situation will come across your path, or some type of information that kind of like really defines your emotions about that situation. It changes them drastically from like kind of maybe wanting that back for some reason, to this situation of saying, no, I'm ready to move on. Really nice. Okay, so for a lot of you, we have 3 of Cups on the bottom. A lot of you, this person, you may have either been married to this person or thought you might marry this person. We have the 10 of Pentacles with the 10 of Cups. Something long-term. Usually, 10 of Cups is about something that you truly want and a family or relationship type of situation. Something that's long-term, something that's meant to last. And then with the Knight of Swords, it's kind of like you've had a hard time moving away from something in the past to something, I'm trying to do these correctly, to something that is really meant for you. You've had a hard time moving forward. But it's kind of like you suddenly are going to get the clarity about what it is that you want. And then you can move forward very quickly. You've just been kind of stuck. I think for some of you, you've been, mulling this over and over again, hoping that this person or situation would return to your life. And then once you have like this opportunity for it to return, you suddenly realize, that isn't what I really want at all. It's really, it's kind of a refreshing, kind of like, oh my goodness, why was I waiting for that for so long? It's really not what I wanted. But you needed that. You kind of needed that time to sit and really think about it. Okay, so your advice, oh, it's pouring here. Your advice is to go towards your 9 of Cups. To go towards your 9 of Cups, and to step into what you truly want. This is about you choosing to do you and not listening to what other people around you think is best for you. And with this Queen of Pentacles and the 3 Cups, 3 Cups again, you're celebrating you standing in your power as a Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is about, being what we consider a great spouse. But it's also, she's focused on making her money, on having her home looking great, her finances really stable. It's a really nice energy of you just staying in your power and doing what's really good for you and looking out for yourself and having victory. Look at this. You're going to have victory in this. So whatever the situation is, whether it's a relationship or if it's, career-based or just some situation in your life, you are going to have victory in it when you step into the energy of choosing you. So putting away, thanking people for their advice, and then going within, especially around this new moon, that hermit energy of listening to your heart, listening to your intuition. What is it that you really want, Cancer? And then going in that direction. So with this 10 of Swords energy, oh, I love this. Yeah, Six of Swords. You're moving on from this very painful ending. And Ten of Swords is this energy of some type of painful energy that you've had in the past. This is not coming on to your path. It's something in the path on your path. But look at this. You have the Queen of Swords. You're stepping in. You're getting the real clarity. The Page of Wands is possibly someone coming back and wanting to kind of get a new beginning with you. But either way, the Page of Wands is you stepping into an energy of knowing what it is, getting really clear with these two cards, getting really clear about what it is you want, about the direction that you want to go in. And it's also this sense of understanding that whatever difficult ending you had, there's blessings with it. Because here we have this Sun card. There's a lot of blessings with whatever, painful ending you had in the past. All of a sudden, Maggie does not like thunder. She's going to get really anxious here. Hey, sweet girl. Hey, sweet girl. So, yeah, it's seeing the abundance out of a situation that had a really difficult ending. It's going to be great. You're really going to have this moment where it's kind of like, yeah, I had one of those situations where I thought I really wanted something, and then and it was a house. I'll tell you, it was a house, and then all of a sudden it came up for sale. Like, it wasn't up for sale. It was a house that I had been kind of like, wanting, and I manifested, I guess, that the house of it all of a sudden came up, and it was a decent price, and I was like, oh wow, I've really manifested this. And then I was like, but why am I not really excited? And then I realized, I just thought that I really wanted it. When I really was able to, get it, or, had an opportunity maybe to get it, I realized I don't really want that house. And it was almost like I started laughing, kind of giggling, because it was kind of like, yeah, the universe was like, I was so hyper focused on trying to get that house. And I manifested it, but as soon as I manifested the opportunity to get that house, it was like immediately I was like, I really don't want that house. And I was like, thank you, universe. You gave me, you gave me the insight that I really needed so that I can move on and away from that house and not obsess about it anymore. Okay, I feel like you have one of those moments coming in, Cancer. All right, so this is your Cosmic Journey card, and it says the universe wants to co-conspire with you. And I really feel it's just that same type of thing. Like, you may be trying to manifest this person coming back, or this job, or something like that. And it's kind of like it comes in, and then you're kind of like, no, wait a minute, that's not what I really, really want. Hey, sweet girl. Hey, sweet girl. She does get so anxious with thunder. Okay, flash. A creative flash of inspiration will come to you and quickly give you the perfect solution. And I feel like that is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, either you'll instantly realize that's not really what I want, or you're going to instantly get, because you had the Ace of Wands over here, you're going to get this instant moment where you realize exactly what you do want. Oh, Cancer, this is like such a lovely reading. Okay. And here is your Lover's Oracle card. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. And I really feel like in a lot of cases, this is really about you doing this true healing. Like, you understanding what an ending, something that was an ending in the past is really becoming a blessing for your future, and really being surrounded by this light. Like, you're going to seriously have this moment where you're like surrounded by light and feeling like this situation, whatever it was, and it'll be different for everybody, is just instantly healed, because you get the clarity about how something really wasn't meant for you, and that was the universe, stepping in and directing you in a different way. So, Cancer, I'm so excited for you. This is really lovely. And if you have enjoyed this reading or resonated, I really would appreciate it if you would consider like, sharing, or subscribing. And I wish you much love and light in this situation and all your situations. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.